Good. All right, today's Thursday. It's the rundown. We are back with the original crew here. It is July 6th. It is brought to you by. It is July 6th.
Yeah. I was
someone
doing it in my head too.
It's brought to you by SeatGeek. Use the code rundown. You'll get $10 off your first order instantly. It used to be they sent you a check. They paid. Nope. $10 instant. What a good baseball. I mean, is that all you're buying for right now?
Oh, you can use concerts and comedy and
Theater.
summer concerts.
Basically any live event. They got covered.
Okay, so there you go. Use it, SeatGeek. They sponsor all. I did a thing people say don't do nice things for people. Frankie Borelli, pizza maker, is going to Yankees Red Sox. He's going to do, I let him take over my Instagram so he could get 3 free tickets to Sox Yankees at Fenway. So look for the Frankie Borelli pizza review coming in Boston. What? Do you know where you're doing the pizza review yet? You got to find a pizza spot. So use SeatGeek, code rundown. All right. Weird times, summer, always the slowest week. So some stories already happened, but we weren't here to talk about them. All of our friends, the big, really big story was Pete Frates died, but he did not. I blogged it like he was dead because I thought he was. And actually, Carabas was the first person who woke me up. Whatever day it was, he's like, our boy Pete passed. I was like, oh, fuck. Went on Twitter, it was everywhere. Sat down, 45 minutes, wrote a eulogy. And I block everything out when I'm writing like a blog, so I wasn't paying attention to Twitter. By the time I started and finished, it was very much aware that he was alive. Mm-hmm. So I posted that. I actually think now eulogy should be before someone dies so they can read it, because what's the point once you're dead? The guy who did it, Mike Barnacle, he's a very famous Boston reporter, also famous for, I think, plagiarism. He has kind of danced his way around this. Crazy because he didn't even know Frates. Like, no relationship. Like, Andrew Frates.
Even if he got it right, I think it would be weird for him.
Andrew Frates is like, I've never talked to him. Yeah. Ever. Like, we've never talked to him.
Who is like, Pete is, like, he's obviously well known, but he's not some, like, celebrity that's, like a 90-year-old celebrity that people are, like, rushing to. Who the fuck is this guy, like, trying to break this type of news? Like, who breaks this type of news?
Stunning news. Although I was thinking that. You've are a big deal if someone reports your death prematurely. That's like
that's true. Jopa had
status.
that. Jopa had that. They fired the writer who did that, I think, at whatever website.
I almost want that before I go. Like,
totally.
Good for Pete. Pete's probably like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's like when you can take over the internet by your death when it didn't happen, that's kind of cool.
I was on the West
Jeff
Coast.
Goldblum, Eminem, and Pete Frates.
I was on the West Coast for over the July 4th weekend, so I hit like the 2 minutes that your blog was up. Like, I woke up, pulled up Barstool.
You thought I was dead.
Saw it, and I was like, fuck. And then, like, so I had that, like, there was like probably a 90-second time where if you looked at Barstool, you're like, shit, he's actually dead.
Yeah, no, everyone thought he was dead. Gaz, Paul, he's like, do you see Pete passed away? People are tweeting. I'm like, yeah, I tweeted it. I actually texted Andrew. I'm like, I think my exact text was, sorry, man, but what a life. And then he just wrote back. He's like, yeah, he's not dead. It's like, oh,
dude,
all right,
and then,
never mind then.
Pete to come over the top with that was an all-time tweet.
So
to have that tweet and just be like, hey, you hear this Eddie Vedder? Like, fuck you all.
And then
I'm still alive.
And the next day, he's like, happy 4th, still alive.
Yeah, still alive again.
Yeah, so.
Still not dead.
Fuck everyone.
Crazy. And honestly, as much as we're obviously all huge Frates guys, people do freak out. You get fired. But honestly, what's the damage if someone says you're dead and you're not?
You're not. Well, Andrew, I talked to Andrew quickly, and he was like, all the guys are laughing about it, but he was like, my mom and his wife are all kind of like, what the fuck?
I guess
Right,
that's
because people start texting them.
Yeah, I guess it's if you don't, like, for me, it was sad, obviously, and then it's like, oh, good, he's alive. But I guess if it's like,
Think about his extended family. If they're not with him at that moment and they get a text being like, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, that's true.
What the fuck is going on?
That's true. So then that was a quick reversal for me.
Yeah.
So then what should happen to Mike Barnacle?
I mean, it's real fucked up to report a death like that.
And then his apology stunk. He was like, I didn't mean it. Someone did tell me that, though.
Oh, and by the way, instead of chirping me, why don't you donate to ALS and do some good? Waste of time yelling at me. Mike Barnacle's a cocksucker.
Yeah, that was a dick move.
I don't know. I'm thinking about what
jail.
He should get
We should be able to report his death.
Be able to like
have to
punch
go
him in the
away.
stomach, like rough him up a little bit. The Frady's boys in the alley, just like body shots.
Or we report his death and he has to go away for like a year. But then he gets the satisfaction of coming back.
Yeah, no, we don't want that.
Anyways, Pete
Fuck
Frady's
that guy.
alive.
Yes,
So
very
that's
much
good.
alive.
Zach Randolph is getting his number retired in Memphis. First of all, the dude's still in the league. Coley, our basketball guy, was like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm fine with it. I almost puked. I can't believe Zach, for so many reasons. I can't believe he's still in the league and you're talking about retiring his number. And I can't believe we're talking about retiring his number.
Not a Hall of Famer, never won. A fine, like a nice player.
Yeah.
But retiring the number, and again, when someone's still in the league, very strange.
That's the only part I'm not cool with the still in the league. If he was retiring, I think it's okay to retire his number because it's a newer franchise. They don't have a championship. He was like the heartbeat of that team for a long time.
But if you're the heartbeat of a team that's like not that great, I don't think you get your number
I mean,
retired.
They were Hall of Famer,
They were
right?
always.
I don't know. The Basketball Hall of Fame always confused me because they let everyone in. Like they let everyone in.
I feel like you need to be in the Hall of Fame or die because Coley brought up Reggie Lewis, which is...
It's just it's a weird thing because it's a franchise that doesn't have anything, so Zach Randolph is their thing. So I get it in that respect. But
I just don't think I would retire anything until you have it.
I agree with that. You need to wait till like 5 years. He can come back for his night. Then you retire
Or
him.
maybe you wait till you have something.
That's
so
my
what
point.
happens if they
It's
actually
like-
have something and they end up with like a legitimate superstar
I don't
next
think-
to like Zach Randolph?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to end
They
up
need to
having like
unretire
a
him.
Yankees problem where the Memphis Grizzlies have
too many.
a
No,
million
it's just
fucking
like, what's
numbers
that
they're
guy
trying to
doing
retire.
over there? What's that guy? I don't know. By the way, did you know that I didn't know.
But like he brought he is the beginning of their franchise. You know what I mean? Like Memphis Grizzlies fans will know like, oh, that was Zach
Zebo,
Randolph. We won't because we're not Memphis Grizzlies fans.
Loosey goosey.
Fucking Butterfingers over here.
Totally different question for you, Dan. I didn't know this. Maybe you know this. That Dan Marino is retired in the Heat's arena.
I did not know that.
Also-
Or I should say
Michael
retired,
Jordan.
hanging in the rafters.
Jordan's 23 is in the United Airlines arena or whatever.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's the most Heat thing ever.
I actually don't mind.
I mean, the Jordan thing is crazy.
Jordan's crazy.
The Marino thing,
I kind of like Marino.
just start retiring.
Like
The
if
city
Brady was
greats.
at the Garden, I'd have no problem with it.
That's a wild move. I don't know about that move.
It's so
That's a
silly.
wild move.
But I'm okay with Marino because it's so ridiculous.
And you know that's a
retiring
fact.
another basketball player is you can't do
Yeah.
that. Marino is just it's like Billy Joel being in the fucking
That's
MSG
fucking weird.
rafters.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like a
true.
joke.
That's
He's
true.
looking it up. Maybe that's not even true.
Marino?
It's true.
It's true.
So can no one wear 13 for the Heat?
I don't know that deep into it, but their
'Cause-
numbers are definitely
so
like
that's
in the
bullshit.
rafters. I don't know that.
If it's retired, it's retired.
It's retired. It's retired. That means no one can wear Dan Marino's number for the Heat.
I don't hate it.
Just
you
an
but
outrageous
you agree with me
statement.
right now, right? Like you can't retire Dan Marino's number and then have someone wear Dan Marino's number.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, it's got to be retired.
There's very few athletes.
Picture of it. Oh wow, it's pretty prominent too. Holy shit! I thought it was gonna be like
The
a
Jordan
little.
thing makes no
The
sense.
Jordan thing makes no sense.
It's just
That's
a Red
like-
Bulls 23.
Yeah, what is that? I mean, it's basically the ultimate beta move. So I love the Heat are
Yeah.
just like basically admitting that they've been, emasculated by Michael Jordan. But
You think they
that's a
put up some
weird
LeBron
move.
shit one day?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, right?
I like
Yeah,
the
'cause he
Marino.
wore
I mean,
6 too, and 6 is
if you
such a
think of
bad
cities,
number.
there's not too many cities that have one guy who is clearly the only, like, Marino's it for Miami.
Yeah.
Really.
The only guy they got.
That's Zach Randolph for Memphis.
I guess so.
Was that why
Memphis
LeBron had
has-
to change his number to go down there and become number 9 because Jordan had it?
No,
know
LeBron
what I mean?
did it because he wanted to sell
his own
jerseys.
The Big Baller
Cocksucker.
brand, they got a Facebook show. Some people say now Big Baller brand's becoming competition to us. I don't care. True fact, Frankie, right before we started this show, came and asked sizes. I'm all in on the Ball brand. I said, order me everything. I was in Nantucket for like 10 minutes, and I saw 3-4 guys.
You're gonna look so bad in those shoes.
What's that?
You're gonna
look
look
bad
so
in
bad
all
in
of
those
it.
shoes.
I saw
You're
four-
not like a basketball shoes
But
guy.
I'm a big baller. I saw
I
four.
know, but you're gonna look bad.
I saw 4 guys wearing.
That was a LeVar Ball answer right
Yeah.
there. I mean, that was wild.
I mean, how can you
Instant.
not answer that? I saw 4 guys wearing the Big Baller shirts together, and I was like, I want to hang out with them. Like, these fucking guys are awesome.
We got to get you like an oversized shirt.
Yeah.
The red shoes.
I love the
We
Big
want it
Baller
all.
brand. I'm all in on Big Baller. The Facebook show, to be honest, I don't even need the kids. I just want to watch
LeVar.
LeVar.
He's the fucking show, man. He just needs the LeVar Ball show. He should work for Barstool. We should
I
sign
mean,
LeVar Ball.
this is when you saw like, oh yeah, they're getting a reality show. It's like, no shit.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
It's the most genius thing ever.
I wonder if it's on Facebook because I'm sure they want it to be on TV first though. So I wonder if Facebook is like a second.
Yeah, it's weird.
choice,
That's like we
right?
did that meeting, remember? I forget who we met with, and like the Gronkowskis had pitched a reality show.
Yeah, that was an all-time Barstool moment. We basically, it was, can I say who it was?
Yes.
Yeah, it was IFC. We sat for the entire meeting and actually had a pretty good meeting pitching the rundown. And at the very end, the guy across was like, we're trying to get in the sports world. We sat with the Gronkowskis. They're pretty misogynistic, like bros. And Dave was just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what? And he was like, yeah, I just think they don't like respect. He's like, what do you mean? Like, explain it to me. They're friends of mine. And that was basically the end of the meeting. It was like a productive meeting, and then it just like
So you
out
never
the window.
IFC.
Yeah.
A little
It was
shout
awesome.
out to Gronks before he went to interview. That's
Yeah.
why I get mad.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
Loyal.
in meetings like blowing TV deals, be like, don't talk about the
Yeah,
Gronks
no,
like
you
that.
were. You literally were just like, I mean, no one
Well-
even knew that meeting was going on, and you're like, stop talking about the
Also,
Bronx like that.
if IFC had a problem with the Gronks, it wasn't gonna work out
No,
with us either.
of
so
course
whatever.
And by the way, if you're trying to get ratings at that time, that was almost before the. I
Yeah.
would say the Gronks like jumped the shark a little bit, but before they were fucking everywhere all at once, that was like right at the right time to have a Gronk reality show.
Weren't they trying to do like a cartoon?
It was like a
though?
cartoon, yeah. It was like strange.
Like Gronks, you're really good at what you do.
You're
Don't
already
do a
cartoons.
cartoon.
You're
Right.
fucking human cartoons.
Yeah,
Just
right.
be yourself.
Right.
Yeah. Another thing that passed by, but another stoolie who we all love, Nick Bonino. So Nick Bonino has this tweet. He basically, so he signed with Nashville. Congratulations to him. How much did he sign for? Do we know? Is he how much? 4 years, $16 million. So good for Bonino.
Nice chunk of money for a hockey player.
Serious money. Maybe now he can have more than a week vacation in Nantucket, which he was doing before. Some kid from Pittsburgh like went at him because he wrote the thank you Pittsburgh. I had a great time to move on. Kid's like, fuck you, basically like you're a turncoat, you're a traitor, all this. The guy was wearing a suit with his sleeves way too big. Bonino came back over the top. He's like, sorry, I tried to fit as much as I can, kind of like how you're trying to put into those sleeves into the jacket. Shout out Nick Bonino. I didn't know he had that in him.
He killed that kid.
Killed him.
He deleted his whole Twitter.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
Because
I would look for it.
I
yeah.
actually tweeted at the kid because for a while he retweeted Bonino and was kind of retweeting the people throwing shots at him. And I tweeted just right at him. And I was like, you're being a pretty good sport about the fact that you just got like smoked. And he wrote back to me being like, what? I don't care. I'm getting Twitter followers. Like 15 minutes later, not even private, just user has
There's
been
nothing
deleted.
better than
Gone.
murdering somebody's Twitter
He
account.
internet
Gone.
killed that guy.
Gone forever.
That's
Would
a
you
great
have
shirt.
seen Bonino
Great
as
shirt.
capable of an
No,
internet
yeah,
murder?
no, at all. That was unbelievable.
I wouldn't, but once you win 2 cups, I feel like you get
get
that swag where you
swagger.
can just start chirping at everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna have to be more alert because I feel like he's been a punching bag for a while ever
But
since.
you basically have that trump card now for life. Like anyone can talk shit to you and you're like, 2 cups. It's like the Patrick Roy. Remember he's like, I can't hear you with all the
rings.
in
Yeah.
my ears.
Shout out Nick Bonino for the. I didn't know it was murder. Good for
Yeah,
him.
internet murder.
Good for him.
Put that on the resume. That might go above
Dead.
2 cups. Murdered a man on the internet.
Yeah. The last one, which also is a story, Sox GM Dave Dombrowski said Barstool has no credibility.
I think that's a false comment. Whoever wrote that, I would say that I don't know Barstool. I don't read it. But it's a situation where I know there's not a lot of credibility at times with it.
And this came on an EI interview because Jared Carabas, I'm getting better at his name. I know that was right how I just said that.
I don't think it was.
I don't know either.
I said it wrong.
Yeah, you did. Say
That's
it
one
wrong
of those
every time.
ones where you say it so many times
I
that
just,
whatever you
I just
say,
call him
I'm
Jared
like,
now.
I have no idea what is the proper way to say his name then. If that wasn't right, I was like, I just said it right.
No, you said it
Carabas.
wrong. That's wrong.
You can't call him Jared though. Jared is
No.
a tough name now though. With the
Carabas.
whole Subway guy thing, I feel like Jared.
Would
the
you rather
name
be called Jared or
Jared's
you're wrong?
tainted.
You want to talk about a name that got murdered?
Yeah.
Jared.
Gone. Every time you say
Like,
Jared, I'm
whatever
just like,
Jared's
okay,
middle
pedophile.
name is, he should just go by that.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of the whole
Jared.
thing.
Jared is a pedophile.
Would
Yeah.
you rather be called Jared or your incorrect last name? Forever.
Definitely incorrect
Correct
last
last
name.
name.
Yeah.
You can't be like, hey, I actually don't know if Carabas can introduce himself as Jared.
It's a horrible.
Hi,
name.
I'm Jared. Ugh.
I'm surprised
I
Dombrowski.
mean, everybody's brain goes to
bad.
one
I'm
thing.
surprised
bro.
Dombrowski just didn't say that on the interview. Like, isn't that Jared guy like a pedophile?
Oh, isn't that the Jared guy?
Right. That's like the perfect way to do
Yeah,
it.
that, you say that name and you just go like,
Yeah,
Jared.
right.
Yeah. Jared. That's who we're listening to.
This is gonna be a
Jared.
fun segment for Carabas to watch.
Yeah. So he reported that Kimbrel was being overworked.
sucks.
Announcers went up to him. I think Carabas is probably right. I think his report was probably correct. Dombrowski went on there, dismissed it, and then went the extra mile by just saying Barstool had no credibility. It's a bananas thing to say for a GM out of the woodwork. Stick to trashing our pedophile guy, not the entire company.
I feel like, if anything, the one realm where we do kind of have almost the most credibility would be the Sox.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
he's
the
credible.
only guy who
White Sox
works.
Dave is
Yes,
like the
breaking
fucking Peter
news.
Gammons of Chicago.
Yeah. It's crazy. Our baseball guys all have they're in, and it's the one place that you can make fun of us for basically everything when it comes to credibility. We talk out of our ass all the time, but our baseball
not
guys
that.
are almost always right.
Yeah, and he said that. I saw a tweet he put out. He's like, if I had a dime for every time I've been wrong, I'd have no dimes. It's like a wrestler like doing that thing.
Yeah.
But he's been right every time. He clearly has sources, Jared does. So yeah, a weird thing to go all out. And then Dombrowski too. He's like, I've never heard of Barstool, but he's following like 20 Barstool people. It's like really a
Dude,
weird
anybody
thing.
in Boston at this point who says, I don't know what Barstool is a fucking liar.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
come
then
on.
the media, we are now like friendly, so a lot of people were like on our side, like, oh. But now I'm in the weird spot because I declared war on him if he didn't apologize, and he did not apologize.
That's tough.
So
When you
now
give
I'm
someone the
back.
ultimatum.
You ran out of the gifts that you were doing. Those were good. You had 2 of them, but they were both hot. And then I was like, can he do another one?
The Grim Reaper like cartoon.
The fucking Grim Reaper sliding along.
Yeah, and it was the whole no credibility. I had the Broussard like no credibility design, but then Carabas was the one who reported to me that Brady's was
died.
dead.
It was a tough exact moment to be arguing about credibility
Right.
when we all reported that dude was
Oh,
dead.
Right,
God.
and everyone's like, no credibility, and then I finally tweeted, it literally was Jared who reported that to me. So I was like, oh, fucking
Well, then
Carabas.
Andrew Frates was like, we don't talk to that guy. Barstool's the only credible people. And we all had just reported his brother died.
But at what point is that, it's like, that was reported by a guy with a blue check mark who said it as
That's why I
fact.
did it. So 80,000 followers and a blue check mark is good
Like,
enough.
do you have to like check everybody?
But it's the old media thing with all these teams. If Dombrowski is even entertaining it and like shooting it down, that means it's true.
True, exactly.
So that's why won't you just be
Right.
like, not true, didn't happen. He
Right.
went, like, why do you have to be like, Barstool has no credibility? What are you
Right.
talking about? It wasn't even that crazy of a report. I guess with the Frates thing, in hindsight, we could have reached out like before
Done a
we
couple
tweeted.
fact checks.
Yeah, like, is Pete dead?
Right.
That's also a tough text to send.
I texted him being like, sorry, what a life. And
Yeah.
he's like, great, he's alive, but
Yeah.
thanks.
Still going.
Still going. That life's still
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Still occurring right now. Still living.
And then it's almost like the response to that, it's a no-win. It's like, motherfucker, like I got wrong, but oh, you're glad he's alive.
Yeah, right. Damn it.
The
Damn
other
it. Pete's still alive. Fuck.
the other little wrinkle with the whole story when you blogged it and we're talking about the Michael Vick thing, I think enough time has passed where I've convinced myself you were right, and I think you might have too.
Oh, you think people thought that wasn't a joke?
No, I know it's a joke, but at the same time I'm like, wait.
Did it happen?
It's like, wait,
Yeah,
hold
no.
on. It's so
that
long
was
ago.
a well-coordinated attack
Yeah.
on the Oval Office. They had like 15 different people. That and the Cuban thing are the two that got me like.
Cuban, oh my God.
Yeah, got me real
That doesn't
good.
get enough play.
Yeah, yeah.
It really doesn't.
Fake Mark Cuban.
You swept that under the rug. That was some Donald Trump shit. You
Yeah.
just kind of always like poo-poo that.
I don't poo-poo it. They
I
got
don't know.
me.
Somehow
What do you want me to
that
say?
needs almost like every single day we need to remind the world that happened.
They got me at the exact time we were like setting up the.
Yes, the
So
Mark
he
Twain.
just happened to come. It's almost like that was an inside job. It was so random that they knew we were talking to Cuban when they're like, "Hey, Cuban wants to meet you." It's like,
Did you
oh,
organize that? Was it an
No,
inside job?
I didn't, but I remember the picture. It was so funny. Dave just sitting there
By
waiting for
himself
Mark
in a
Cuban.
fucking little cafe.
I got
When you
beat.
get caught,
You got
get
got. You got
Get got. Anything else? Any?
The LeBron joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the last one, LeBron. This also happened. LeBron's, by the way, he's gone off on his.
He's a bad drunk, I think is what it is.
Well,
he's
you think
he's
he's
a
drunk
bad
on all
half a glass of wine guy.
bad half a glass of wine guy, bad gym guy. Those
Yeah.
two, because he's also doing a lot of gym. He's on vacation and he's on Instagram 24/7. This joke he did here, like his son doing Kendrick Lamar Lust lyric. He's like, "I need some water," and his mother's like, "Get it out of the cooler."
Ronnie was singing a song, Lust by Kendrick Lamar, and he said, I need some water. And my mom right here said, get it out the cooler.
It's the worst joke ever told on the Instagram. The fact he felt the need to Instagram it, and I know Instagram's glad to have LeBron doing it and using it and all that shit. They have to take it away from him. Like
He needs a quota. You can do like 2 stories every 3 days or something. He needs to slow it down a lot.
Everything's bad. He's got the big stogie, like enjoying fruits of his labor. I don't know where he is. You can even tell. Usually, someone that famous, you can even tell the bartenders were sick of him.
Oh, the guy, there was a random white dude sitting next to him, and he was just kind of like, LeBron's just been sitting here telling jokes all day. It's the worst.
Like to himself.
My vacation.
Like literally to himself. There's no one else there. It's him.
Trying to retell a joke. Even the funnious joke is not funny when you retell it, let alone that joke.
That's the perfect sign that, I mean, this isn't really shocking news, but LeBron is just like, his whole entire crew is yes men, because he definitely told it to them first.
They all
and
laughed
they all
and
like,
loved
oh
it.
my
Richard
God.
Jefferson
I gotta
would
tell you this,
be
I gotta tell you
on
this.
the ground, like scratching his belly, like
Yes.
laughing, like
That's
curled
why
up.
Dante Jones gets contracts to laugh
laugh
at
at
those
jokes.
jokes.
Yeah.
It's not worth the $6,000 if you ask me.
No, he's literally in that bar wherever he is. I don't know who he's with. There's nobody else there except the 2 bartenders, that random white guy.
So family
It's
vacation.
literally a random white dude just sitting at the end of the bar.
So ridiculous.
Fucking LeBron, the worst.
And is he bald or not? Because now he's growing
He
it back.
fluctuates.
Yeah,
He's
but
got-
nobody.
he's-
He shaved his head.
Right.
And it was
But
like,
I'm
okay,
saying
he's going MJ.
He's got to do the that Carlos Boozer shit, right?
or
it's
he just
like-
got to go full MJ. But his head looks fucking weird. when
Yeah,
it's
it
shaved.
is strange. It looks worse.
Yeah.
It's almost like his bad hairline was better than
Yeah.
what's going on right now.
He's stuck.
All right.
How? By the way, how are the plugs doing?
Takes 4 months.
So, not good.
No, I mean, nothing's supposed to happen yet.
Got it.
So
Got it.
4 months. I have to miss shout out. They were supposed to do like they do a celebrity like bartending event with all the people that they've done hair things on the 19th that I can't make. I don't know why they want me anyways because my hair's not there. It's not like a ring endorsement quite yet. But yeah, that some guy came over in Nantucket. Gaz invited him over, and he's just like, "How's your baldness going?" It's like, bro,
What?
just shut up. Like we
It
don't
was a
talk
rough,
about.
rough week for you, man.
Yeah.
It was a rough week. I went to the 4th of July fireworks in Boston.
He was with the commoners.
With like just
the
all the
peasants.
losers.
Just like
walking the
filing
streets.
out
Yeah,
after.
yeah,
People,
like
people were
walking
looking at
a
him like, "What are you doing?"
million people in the streets.
Rock
just
bottom.
like, it was not good.
Get you hungry again.
It's 95. I swore I'd never be in the city for the 4th of July ever again. I was hot. Came from my Nantucket pool to the Colonnade rooftop. Looked like fucking the end of like Braveheart. So many bodies there. There was no room to do anything. It was
Sad.
If you
It's
go
sad.
look at my 4th of July feed, it's just there's a lot of like I'm just taping Sports Center. Like I have clips from ESPN like about the Hayward. That's what I did on 4th of July. Just sat inside and taped ESPN.
Oh man. Davey.
all the papers you delivered, all the money you made.
We need to build
For
a new
that.
island for you.
That's what I said. He needs his own fucking island.
Yeah. We'll become a
Why don't you build an
Hamptons guy.
I
It would go with the whole.
It would, but it's like I don't know what. It's like you start over. Like then what?
It's like a
wait
free
in
agent.
lines
You're
and
like a
shit?
free agent. That's what you are. A
No,
summertime
but I
free
know
agent.
everybody in
You need to be picked
Nantucket,
up.
so the lines and shit.
No,
I
listen,
can get
listen.
around.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You lost
Yeah,
that
that's
island.
zero.
You lost that
That
island.
island does not
You
exist
lost
to you
that
anymore.
island.
It's
I've lost-
poof. It's
I've
gone.
lost
It's not
a lot
your
of it.
island.
You need to move on.
I've lost a part
The,
of my body.
the longer you pretend that that's still your island, the more it's gonna hurt.
My island.
It's not your island.
Her island.
Doesn't seem to be. All right. That's the rundown.